Africa is the world's second largest and second most populous continent. Alone, it covers around 20% of the Earth's land area. There are 54 countries in Africa, according to the UN's numbers. It's home to over 1.5 billion people and more than 3,000 languages. In terms of regions, the pan-continental body, the African Union, refers to Northern Africa, Western Africa, Central Africa, Eastern Africa and Southern Africa. We'll also sometimes refer to Sub-Saharan Africa. That's the parts of the continent that lie south of the Sahara Desert. And we'll mention the Sahel region. That's a transition zone between the Sahara and Sub-Saharan Africa. The majority of African economies remain exceptionally underdeveloped by global standards. The UN has identified 44 countries globally as least developed countries, or LDCs. The vast majority, 32 of them, are in Africa, almost all in Sub-Saharan Africa. What this means in practice is that a far higher percentage of people there live in poverty compared to the global average. While the percentage of people living in poverty has fallen overall since the mid-1990s, the gap between Sub-Saharan Africa and the rest of the world has widened significantly. This is most obvious in trade. Intra-African trade is very low. Various estimates say that only 13 to 16% of African countries' total trade is conducted with one another. That means between 84 and 87% of Africa's total formal trade is with other parts of the world, particularly Asia and Europe. There have been serious efforts to change this, and the biggest is the African Continental Free Trade Area, or AFCFTA, a free trade agreement established in 2018 which encompasses almost all the continent and which aims to remove the vast majority of tariffs on almost all goods across Africa. There are currently 54 signatories, making it the largest free trade area in the world by population and geographic size. According to detailed UN population projections, Africa is going to take up a bigger and bigger slice of the global population in the coming decades. As demographic decline takes hold in places like Europe, China and elsewhere, Africa's population is projected to reach 3.3 billion by 2075. It means that Africa's share of the global population will go from 18.8% today to just under 1/3 in 50 years. And Africa's demographic dividend is not just about scale, it's also about youth. Median age is a useful indicator about the distribution of a population. It's the midpoint age, where there are the same number of people older than the median age as there are younger than it. And Africa's median age makes much of the world look very old in comparison. It's going to take up a bigger and bigger share of the world's youth and working age population in the years ahead. To put it in context, by 2075, the median age in Africa will still be just 30. Europe's is 43 in 2025. By 2075, Europe's median age will be 48. And in Eastern Asia, covering the likes of China, Japan and South Korea, it will be 59. African countries now dominate lists of the fastest growing economies in the world. Here's the fastest growing African economies in 2024, with several countries recording 6% growth rates or higher. Many other countries across Africa are forecast to record strong growth in the years ahead, with countries like Rwanda, Côte d'Ivoire, Niger, Ethiopia, Benin and Mozambique performing consistently well. But sometimes those growth rates can be deceptive. Access to electricity is a fundamental and very basic building block of economic growth. And Sub-Saharan Africa is still severely affected by inadequate access. Although the situation has improved over the last 2 decades, close to half of all people in Sub-Saharan Africa have inadequate access to electricity, far below the global average.